What's up, everyone? Welcome back to You're Such a Nerd, the Geek Variety Podcast, coming at you with the speed of a Hitchcock and B horror movie mashup, Attack of the Killer Cloacas. What's the Rotten Tomato score even? We're going to find out, and I'm your host, Johnny Toe. Let's go. Welcome back to the show, everyone. If you're new, welcome to the community. And if you're an old pro, then welcome back for my conversation with my buddy Jay, who's coming back for yet another round to talk about how to paint stuff gooder and a drive to anthropomorphize everything under the sun. What's up with that? Well, we're going to talk about it. If you'd like to support the show, we have a Patreon at a very reasonable rate. It's linked in the show notes below wherever you're listening to this. Becoming a member of the Patreon will get you access to all the ad-free episodes that you can handle, both of our main feed and the additional content like Critics Corners and Hobby Hangouts. I'd like to take this time to thank all of our patrons for all that you do. And of course, a little extra special love to our initiate level supporters, Kevin C., Tim Ball, and It's Just Physics. Love you guys. We appreciate you keeping on the bills on around this place. Couldn't do it without you. Other ways you can support the show if you'd like is to like, rate, and subscribe and all that stuff on the platforms of your choice. Leave us a 5-star review if you believe we've earned it. Leave us a 1-star review if we believe we earned it. Keep an eye out for all of our merch drop that's going to be coming soon, and just spread the word. The show is entirely guerrilla marketed. No social media presence whatsoever. So go out and tell your friends and your ex-spouse that you really love this show and it's given you just emotional support during a really hard time in your life while you're recovering from their absolute rejection. And then move on and find joy. If you have any questions and want to correct us on something we screwed up, by all means, send us an email at younerdsuck@gmail.com and also linked in the show notes below. If you just can't get enough of my dulcet tone and enjoy war games and all things grimdark, then check out my other show with Jesse Aiken called Saints and Sevens about Trench Crusade and the culture around it. That would be the game Trench Crusade, not actually crusading through trenches, because that sounds miserable. It's found everywhere that you could possibly find a podcast, but you know what? You'll figure it out if you listen to it. And last but not least, before we get started, if you are so inclined, send me a postcard. The address is down below as well. I'll send you one back. We'll support the Postal Service. We'll be real humans. And, you know, it'll be a lot better than getting an explanation of benefits on your dental work and why insurance refused to cover it, because a bummer. Anyways, without further ado, here's my conversation with my buddy Jay. Enjoy.
Yeah, well, right now they have pure white ones, which is an awful color.
For a scrubby?
For a scrubby.
That's a terrible idea.
I named it Caleb.
Is he a daywalker?
I don't know. I was just thinking of like a really white person name.
Okay.
Next was like some kind of Dylan or something that doesn't make a Jordan with a Y.
Why Jordan?
Braden, Caden, like suburban white. Caleb was cleaning a pan that I seared something in, and I take it out, and I'm like, it's black, and I'm like, this isn't appropriate anymore.
It's like you blackfaced your scrubby.
Yeah, I blackfaced it. Like, Caleb, no.
You know you can't do that.
Yeah.
We've had this discussion. God, can't take you anywhere.
Yeah.
Why is Caleb such a dick?
I don't know. That's typical Caleb behavior.
It is. He's just insensitive. I don't think he means it intentionally.
No. He's just trying to do a job. He gets a little dirty, a little blue-collar job.
You know, anthropomorphism is a big neurodivergent thing.
A what?
Anthropomorphism. It's what you've done with Caleb and your scrubby.
Oh, I made it a person?
Yeah, when you personify things.
Oh.
Yeah, anthropomorphism is what it's called.
Oh, no.
So like you take...
Solidifying my
your amateur diagnosis for me, yeah.
Oh, even for myself. Like, oh, great. Everything has a face.
Everything.
Well, that's its own thing, too. You see faces and things.
Does that go with the googly eye thing?
I mean, there are a lot of googly eyes around the store. But they're on things that have faces.
That should have faces.
That have faces, yeah. And some of them already have eyes.
You just fill in the gaps with actual Googles.
Yeah. Like the scanner has eyes because it has a mouth.
That's right.
And then, yeah.
And
the printer, the receipt printer has eyes because it throws up.
Spits. Bleh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, do you want a receipt with that? Instead, I should just be like, do you want to make Frank puke?
Yeah, you want to make Frank puke today?
Yeah.
Just white vomit?
Yeah, a lot of people will be like, what?
Then you're like, watch.
Do you need a receipt? Yeah.
Then you want to make Frank puke.
Yeah, so you want to make Frank puke. I mean, the gumball machine is called Spencer.
Yep.
And then we have a wolfen above the front door we call G Jesus.
G Jesus?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
There's googly eyes on the door handle to enter the store now too. And the
Is anybody putting on the toilet yet?
No, but we have the definitely not a mimic sign.
Oh, I see that one. That's a good one.
Yeah. And then
because like the inside of the lid would be good.
It's on the back, like on the tank part.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put it on the.
Well, I was thinking eyeballs. Eyeballs. Like on the inside of the, like some big eyeballs on the inside of the lid. That would be.
And then
pretty awesome.
Then someone drew a cat picture, and the cat's like looking snarky, and it says pathetic, and we hung that up on the ceiling above the toilet.
I have never noticed that before.
Yeah, it's been there for a couple months now.
All right, check it out.
Yeah, and I just think it's funny that like you're doing your business and you look up and there's a cat mocking you, basically.
I'm here for it. I do that a lot.
It's those little things.
Yeah, I do that a lot where things have. I think things sometimes.
You think things?
Yeah, like
Don't
I
we
think.
all?
No, I think.
Oh,
like I think.
Oh, you
an
think
inanimate object. Sometimes I will think.
Oh, I call things asshole a lot.
Yes.
And then they tell it to calm down. Like cooking bacon, and sometimes it'll pop, and I'll be like, calm down.
Whoa, hey, easy. Take it easy, bud. Yeah.
And I'll turn the temperature down just a little.
I'll teach it.
Yeah.
I'll teach it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our brains work a certain way.
Yeah. Or, was it the oven? The little toasting oven thing also is a nightmare to deal with.
I do that all the time where I'll see a face in something, I'll take a picture of it and like send it to someone. And I'll be like, hey, check out how happy my oven is to see you, or something like that. Whatever, like. Then I have this guy. Have you ever met Dickelbert?
No, I haven't. No, that's the first I've seen him.
Yeah, he's been here for a while. Oh, he's got to wear protection.
That's pretty good protection.
Yeah, he's a little penis guy.
He's he's rubber.
Here, go ahead and touch Dickelbert.
I will.
Enjoy that.
Oh, I like how he has like little eyes.
Yeah, little eyes, little feet. You can take him out there. He comes out. Just go.
No, he has a soft spot.
he does. He's a mascot of the show in my dungeon. Yeah.
I thought this was family friendly.
Our show?
I mean,
no,
I guess when he could do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you don't know what he is.
He's cute. And you take him out, you're like, well, wait a second.
You're like, oh. Why is... Well, I mean, yeah. He's kind of got like a little mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if the frenulum was a mouth.
Yep.
Or it's his cheeks, and then he looks like one of those dudes from Star Wars.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You're right. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Do you think they were designed after?
They had to be, man.
After Peni?
It's too close. It's too close.
Yeah. To have jowls like that?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Why don't you wear them on your keychain?
Oh, he'll fall out. And he gets real dirty, too. And then you got a dirty Dickelbert.
Yeah.
And you can't have that. Yeah, but he'll fall out sometimes. If I get too aggressive with my light, he'll just like, bloop.
Yeah, you do run.
Yeah. So you gotta keep Dickelbert safe, everybody. Always take care of your Dickelberts.
He just hangs in there by his head.
Yep, just
pun intended.
Yeah. Just friction and willpower.
Yeah.
Keeps him in there. Yep. Jay, you're back.
I am back.
You're a three-peat, baby.
Thrice.
Decent band. Not really my favorite. But
well, I wasn't really made aware of that word until Conan O'Brien was using it during his late night talk show.
Do you miss Conan O'Brien?
I do.
Yeah,
I still
me too.
listen to his podcast sometimes.
Yeah.
Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. It's not the same.
Have you seen? No, it's not. Because I tried the same thing and I was like, it just doesn't hit quite the same way.
Yeah, and he did the dumb skits.
Yes, that was a very Conan.
Yeah, the masturbating
deal.
bear.
Yeah.
I mean, he hadn't done that one in like forever, but and then what was it in the year 2000?
And then he brought in year 2000, and then he had
Andy Richter was on there. For a
Triumph, the insult comic.
Yeah,
that was a good one. How do you feel about? I don't know if you follow current events, but and this will date this obviously episode in like 50 years when no one is still listening to the show. But
we'll all be dead. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It won't matter at that point. It'll be a historical. It will be in the Library of Congress if the Library of Congress still exists. It's like a historical tribute to culture and humanity. That's my goal. There we go, everybody. Let's make that happen. About the cancellation of like Stephen Colbert and like he's the next most recent one that has been taken down. John Oliver was taken down, and they've been censored by the networks now.
I mean, it's pandering to somebody.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of threats.
Yeah. So because Jon Stewart was on Colbert's last episode.
Yeah.
And and Stewart was taken down for a little bit, but then Stewart.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Kimmel was taken down and
Yeah.
brought back, and I think Kimmel's down now too, if I'm not mistaken.
There was a massive blowback because of that.
Yeah.
But they canceled Stephen Colbert before that.
Yeah.
And
I think Stewart's the last one. And he says it's because he's on Comedy Central. And not because he's not on network.
yeah,
So
I mean, TV's kind of dying anyway.
I mean,
in
it
its own way.
is.
Or at least network TV.
Yeah.
Everything's streaming.
Yeah. I mean, I watch Jon Stewart on YouTube. I don't even watch him.
Yeah.
I don't even have cable, so I couldn't watch him on Comedy Channel.
No,
I
I can't remember the last time I had cable or anything.
Yeah. I was cutting wires back in 2006 when you had to use like converters to get an HDMI input out of your Mac Mini just to get it to a TV.
Yeah, I think I was around then too. Maybe because I know when my grandmother still had it for a while. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll just watch Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
And that's what I missed the most.
Was better fluff your microphone.
Oh, it fell.
There we go.
Are we hard again?
Yeah, we're fully erect.
Yeah. Well, it's got a little droop, but I think that's just how it was made.
That's, don't hate the way it's made.
Do you have
Everything's beautiful.
What's the thing you do for angles?
Like a protractor?
Yeah. Do you have one of those we figure out?
I've got a right angle. We can put it at a right angle, but
I think it's an acute one.
an acute angle. We've got acute anthropomorphism.
I feel very punny. I feel like I've made a lot of puns already.
I'm here for it, man. I'm all about the dad jokes.
Yeah.
So you've been painting as usual.
I have.
We've been talking a lot about that, and it's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today.
Yeah.
First, and we've talked about this in past episodes. You've got obviously competitive background when it comes to painting, and been painting for a long time, and you paint at a lot of different levels, which I think is interesting and of value to people. And not everyone, obviously, that listens is a miniature painter or plays war games on the show, although I can't imagine how many do that aren't interested in some level of wargaming, or at least the hobby.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of resources out there for people getting started in painting and stuff like that.
So many.
There's so many painting, but like
just YouTube.
Just
basically.
just the YouTubes.
Yeah.
Go to the YouTubes and you can find a million different painters.
Yeah.
And we'll get to kind of recommendations there, but if I almost said an important part of the hobby of wargaming and miniature gaming, but I don't know. I don't want to put that out there on people. Like, it doesn't have to be if you don't want it to be.
Yeah. We just had. I don't know. The thing with the wargaming is specifically the more there is to it. Like, so Warhammer is the big one.
Right. Yeah.
There's so many aspects to Warhammer that you're not obliged to enjoy all of it.
Yeah.
I've known people who just read the books.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's people who just convert minis. And then there's people who just paint minis. And then there's people who just play the game. It's kind of like if you were to digest all of that at once, it's overwhelming.
Oh, yeah.
So like something somewhere, I barely play.
Yeah. But you got a lot of minis and armies.
I have so many. I have like 10 40K armies for a game that I don't play.
Wow.
And then I have like 6 Age of Sigmar armies for a game I don't really play. And then I have 9 spearheads.
Which is like a smaller...
It's Age of Sigmar on a 22 by 30 board.
Okay, so it's similar rules, just a bit smaller.
I'm probably wrong on the measurements because that's Kill Team's measurements. I think it's the same size. But either way. Yeah, I really enjoy Spearhead. I've actually been playing like 4 or 5 games a week.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have some buddies who come down when I'm hosting Magic at the brewery, and they play there. Mm-hmm. And then they play a game, and then they're like, I won. I'm playing Jay. And then I'm like, okay, I guess you're going to lose.
I'm going to crush you now.
Yeah.
Nice.
The game...
Is it have the same, like...
rules?
Yeah, as Kill Team?
No.
Okay.
Kill Team, or Spearhead, is what Combat Patrol for 40K wishes it was.
Okay.
So it's the core rules of Age of Sigmar, except some differences on how you score is like the main difference. And like you don't get command points every turn. You instead draw cards every turn, which have commands that you can play. And the cards that you draw are, the first part is how you score, and the second part is a command. And if you use a command, you discard the card and you can't score it.
Interesting.
So you have to like balance.
Yeah, the resource.
Yeah, it's a smaller game. Like you're playing it's a Spearhead box. Any box that says Spearhead that's all you need.
How many models roughly?
The Man Crusher Gargant one is 3.
Sick.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
The Gloomspike It one is 34.
Okay, so I mean it's a decent amount of models. It's not like just pure skirmish level.
Yeah.
Where you're at like 10 or 12 max.
Yeah, but like you're depends on what you're playing. You're like charging turn 1 and like the game action starts immediately pretty much. So it's a very interactive game, very fast. Not a lot of units, so you don't get overwhelmed with a whole bunch of stuff to do. I think it's one of GW's more finer accomplishments.
Would that be like an entry point that you'd recommend people? And for Age of Sigmar, for anybody who's listening who doesn't know, is the like fantasy style version of their war game for Games Workshop, whereas 40K Warhammer 40,000 is the science fiction version.
Yeah, it's a fantasy version. Yeah, I would honestly probably recommend most people to really start with Spearhead over than trying to collect the big things. I know we want to talk about like painting stuff too,
for sure,
and that's another good start for painting minis because the boxes have enough variety of different things. So like the Gloomspike It one has 3 trolls, 20 night goblins, 10 Boingrot bounders. They're goblins riding squigs.
Heck yes.
And then like one character they call
Love squigs so much.
Yeah,
they're so cool.
Yeah, and one's like a loon boss. So
I've got a Christmas one that I got with like a Christmas goblin on the back of the Christmas squig or something like that.
Yeah, those are amazing. They do one every year.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And you get, I guess, all kinds of textures you do because the goblins on foot are just robes, and then you paint a face and you paint some hands, and like they're super simple models. They're also like 25 years old, but they don't need to be over the top crazy.
Right.
They're like, as far as like the lore for them goes, is they're just like little guys who eat mushrooms, psychedelic mushrooms, and talk to the moon. Like,
what more could you want?
Yeah. And then like the squigs, the Boingrot bounders, they're very teethy.
Chompy.
Yeah, and I tend to paint them because I don't like everything to look the same.
Right.
I tend to paint them like Skittles. Like I just choose a color and then that's what he is.
Yeah.
So like you can play around with a lot of colors for those and they'll still look coherent. Because as far as like you can look at the lore and like squigs are very dependent on their colors and stuff based on their like environment.
Kind of like Tyranids in 40K.
Yeah.
So
kind of just
not as gross.
Yeah, like one of them. There's one Anvil Squig who has a rock, like an Elvis Presley rock.
Oh,
haircut.
Like pompadour or whatever.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
that's made of rock, and
that's amazing.
He's an Anvil Squig.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's a model I need.
You get the trolls, which are very organic. They have like rocks on their back. Like you get a lot of different textures that you can try painting, and a lot of different colors that you can do. Just mix and match, however. But yeah, Spearhead it's easy to set up. We play it at a brewery.
Yeah.
And you put the board down, it's got 2 to 4 pieces of terrain. And, it's teaching you enough about the core rules of the game to where if you wanted to play the bigger games, it's also a very good start.
And is it 3D terrain or is it like
3D?
Okay, so it's not like little template house terrain. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I think that's one of the things about I have very strong opinions about Games Workshop and their game systems, obviously.
Yeah.
As we've discussed. But I think that's one of the issues that I have with their mainline games like 40K and Age of Sigmar, and especially 40K just because it's everywhere and it's like the ubiquitous game that they play. And I will always qualify this. I'm glad the game exists because it supports shops, never mind my opinion on the company and how they do things. But and their marketing methodologies and how they phase armies out. But I think that's part of it is that how many people play army level Games Workshop games and actually have fully painted armies, right?
Yeah. Big tournament people do.
Because they have to, though.
Super competitive people. Yeah.
And I think there's just, for me, it's like wildly uncompelling painting 10 of the same dude over and over again.
It sure is.
As you're learning right now. Tedious.
Armageddon comes out Saturday.
Yep.
Dating again.
Yep.
When this is being recorded. And I have tasked myself with painting the orc half. and there's 20 boys in that box. And they are, painting the same thing over and over again. And it's 10 different sculpts twice. And it can be monotonous to do.
And if you take it back a few years when, like, I always go back to, like, Tactical Marines for 40K.
Yeah.
When Tactical Marines were effectively the same model.
They were just standing there in their, like, the Warhammer T-pose.
Yeah.
Where they're just holding the bolter. Like
every now and again, a leg might be a slightly different angle, or
Yeah.
you might be able to angle a gun up a little bit when you're assembling them.
Yep.
And a helmet might be slightly different, but effectively, it was the same model. And you might have like 3 of those, you know, and you've got 30 dudes that all look the same. You have to paint, or God forbid, you're doing like Imperial Guard or something like that. Or,
I mean, I've seen some people bring models back then, not recently, of people who would just prime their models black and then just touch it with 2 other colors.
Oh, wow.
Just like
the 3-color minimum.
Yeah, just like pink on this shoulder pad, green on that shoulder pad, 3-color minimum, done.
Which,
so like,
for anybody who doesn't know, competitively, you have to have a 3-color minimum.
Yeah.
Right, to be able to play.
Used to.
Used to. They take it away.
Used to, yes. Since 9th edition, I think 9th, they included painting into the scoring.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
so you get 10 points towards your overall score of the game for your army being battle ready.
Okay.
Now, if you're playing casual games or practice, you just
whatever
auto 10 points.
Yeah.
But at big GTs, you have to have your stuff painted or you don't get the points.
And what is battle ready for?
So battle ready is a very interesting word. I guess the TLDR is it looks like you put effort into painting your models. Be whatever skill level you are at painting them.
So nebulous.
Yeah, so it's very subjective. Like your battle ready and my battle ready are completely different.
Right.
Like this is battle ready to me.
Right.
And that is display quality to somebody else.
Jay brought in, unfortunately, this is not a video podcast, so I can't show you right now, but we'll get Jay back for a hobby hangout where we do some video streams. Painting.
I mean, you can take a picture of it, post it in the Discord.
That's a great idea. I'm going to take a picture of it, and I'll post it. We don't have a Discord, but I'll post it on something.
Yeah.
Somewhere. There'll be a picture of it. And he's in the process of painting. Is that one of the knobs?
This is the new Mega Boss.
New Mega Boss? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's going to be out for Armageddon, because obviously he got the set early, and it's pretty sweet. And we'll talk a little bit about that and kind of what you're doing paint-wise and stuff, so people will have a basis to look at it as it's a work in progress. But to your point, the repetition of painting those large armies, I mean, I have in that black Husky case up there, a massive orc army that is like, I think it's 100 and something boys in there.
Yeah,
you know,
a lot
so
of boys.
it's a lot of boys. Yeah. And it's actually my wife's army, and thankfully most of it was painted when we got it. You know, we were going to go back and do some touch-ups on it and stuff like that, and she started working on Gazgul and other things. But
I just built him yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I am very excited to paint him.
Yeah, it's a cool model.
Yeah, I painted him 3 other times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not that model, or like older models?
No, the same one.
Oh, same one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other people's Gazguls?
Yeah. Commissions over time.
That's what I was going to say. I figured. That's cool. So if someone's getting into painting, so we talked a little bit, you know, about like finding stuff to paint. We can dial that in a little bit more, because I guess there's ways to go about it, right? Like you can just buy minis to paint. You like I mean,
now 3D printing is super easy.
3D printing is huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the D&D models are great for that.
The Nolzers,
Knolls,
marvelous, and then Deep Cuts is another brand.
Reaper, they're fine.
Yeah, Reaper is good. Reaper, if you're going to get Reaper models, the Reaper black ones are very good.
They require assembly though. Some of them don't.
Some of them do, but it's really not much.
It's not complex assembly, because that is the thing that I would say about 40K models specifically is
Come on sprues.
They come on sprues, so that's a whole nother piece of the assembly process. Now you got to have glues, you got to have nippers, you got to maybe, I mean, if you really want to be saucy, you got sanding sticks, get rid of mold lines. Although they've gotten pretty good about it. And most miniature games have that, like MCP by AMG, the Marvel Crisis Protocol game. If you like superheroes, you know, which is a great opportunity to do like what you're talking about, painting like bright colors and full saturations, because it's superheroes from comic books. Yeah. Their assembly, the newer stuff is much better. Their older stuff, when they first started doing the game, was real rough.
They were sculpted by Privateer Press, I think.
Originally?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because they were supposed to come out with the game, but then AMG did I guess it didn't come to fruition.
Well, did Asmodee buy Privateer? Or no, Privateer went bankrupt.
Kinda, in a way.
Didn't they?
They did something, and
because
now,
Steamforge owns their stuff now.
Yeah,
Owns
I think
War
they
Machine.
just started selling off their IPs.
That would make sense. Well, Asmodee is known for that. Asmodee is the mother company for AMG, for anybody who doesn't know.
Yeah.
I would not get anything by Parabellum from Conquest. Their assembly is extremely rough. Models are cool. Mm-hmm. Assembly is very rough. But point being is, if you're buying models like that, there's a degree of assembly that has to come with it, and that's a whole other piece of the process, right?
Yeah.
To get to the point of painting. But you go to like the nozzles, the D&D minis, some of the Reaper ones and stuff. Most of them are already pre-assembled. They're single piece.
They are, yeah.
Castings. So
they say they're pre-primed, but you should probably prime them anyway.
It doesn't hurt to hit them again. I have in a hurry painted them straight up, but like if you try to take, especially the nozzles, because they have that like lighter color. If you try to go straight in with like a contrast paint or something, it doesn't really work.
No, they have like a light dusting.
Yeah.
Like they were next to primer.
Somebody was priming the same room.
Like what people say about LaCroix.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, it was on the same truck that fruit was on.
Yeah, exactly.
Like these miniatures got sat down in front of a bottle of primer and then like was told to just look at it. And they're like, oh.
I'm primed.
Yep, I'm primed.
Ready to go.
Yeah, but like most likely, Warhammer, if you want a game.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you hate Warhammer.
I do.
You do. You hate Warhammer.
I don't like the rules. I don't like the way that they continually produce a game just to market it, just for marketing. I mean, I understand capitalism. I understand corporate America.
Yeah.
They've got a bottom dollar and CEOs and all that crap and a board of directors.
It is the biggest game.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It all depends on what area
game.
you're in, too. I know Sigmar isn't super popular here.
Yeah.
But 40K is bustling. Like,
which is so funny to me because like in the 90s when I first started playing, like I was playing fantasy, and fantasy was huge.
Yeah.
And like nobody played 40K back then.
I know. Yeah.
And somewhere, I don't know where, because I got out of playing GW games, that flip happens. When I came back, I started to talk to somebody about playing fantasy, and they're like, nobody plays fantasy, man. Everyone plays 40K.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like around probably 8th edition, like end times.
Yeah.
People were so pissed about end times. I mean, yeah, there's hotspots for everything. And then, like, when I first started getting into gaming, War Machine was really big.
Yeah, and it's starting to make a comeback.
It is starting to make a comeback now.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best to not be negative.
Wow, turning a leaf.
I'm going to do my best.
Are you excited about War Machine?
Unfortunately, the other side of the leaf is a little burnt.
Little crispy.
I reached out to them to try and carry their stuff because I had a bunch of people that were interested.
Mm-hmm. We're going to resurrect Guild Ball while we're at it?
I never played that game.
I've got it. I have played one demo game to it, and
you and another person I know.
Yeah, I would be interested in playing. I understand the game's broken, and like they solved the game, and that was the issue with Guild Ball.
Yeah. There's the same issue with War Machine, though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a game that's so like, I guess, old school.
Yeah,
how it was like in Mark II and some of Mark III. I barely played Mark III of War Machine, but like Mark II was like incredibly balanced.
Yeah.
To where the best one, if you played long enough and enough, you were just better than anybody else.
Yeah.
Just because like you just knew what to do.
Yeah.
And like the game was very new player unfriendly. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what Steamforge says about Guild Ball.
Yeah, Guild Ball got extremely toxic, and it was 100% like curb stomping, and it wasn't even about playing a sports simulation game. Yeah. Right? Like people were winning without even scoring.
Yeah, it was down to a science.
Yeah, it was literally like, I brought the morticians, I brought these people, I'm going to do this thing, you're going to be done by round 3. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like playing like what the eternal formats of Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
It's like you're not there to play with other people.
No.
You're there to like...
Teabag.
Yeah, like I'm playing a combo deck. If you don't have a counter spell, I win on turn 2.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what are we even doing here?
Yeah. Yeah, why this isn't fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. My buddy was just over at Star City for the Star City Open, which is like a invite. He was in the invite qualifier for the Nationals or Worlds or whatever. And that's the thing about high level Magic. I mean, he did both constructed and draft, right? Sealed. No, not sealed, draft, I think. Yeah. But that's the thing about the constructed level is, I mean, it's just how broken can we break it and make it, so that like there is no, hey, well, guess what? You didn't even get to have a turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the worst kind of alpha strike
from
when 40K was the thing and they were doing that.
Yeah. Oh, well, back on topic.
Yes.
So I reached out to Steamforge about carrying their stuff.
Yeah.
They want me to I can't carry all of their things from them directly without being a stockist. And to be a stockist, I have to order their stockist list of things, which is like $4,000.
And a bunch of stuff that probably no one wants.
With a bunch of stuff that probably no one wants. On top of that, it's all like 6 weeks wait time because they're 3D printed models.
Yep.
They're print on demand, basically. And then when you get access to their the full range of individual models, you still have to wait 6 weeks to get them.
Is there a world in which, and I know that you've talked about not doing this, which I can't blame you, like doing a printer farm yourself can you just have people order them, you buy the STLs and you sell them?
They don't do a merchant license.
They don't do a merchant license for it? Oh, okay, so that would work then. Okay, I thought they might.
Yeah.
But,
legally.
Yeah, right, which
legally
is what we would.
Yeah, they don't serve. They don't do a merchant license.
But you already carry their encounters.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, that's Steamforge.
Yeah, because other distributors get them. I mean, some distributors do get the ones that get Steamforge stuff, also get the War Machine stuff, but they don't really stock it in the same way. Yeah. They'll buy the expansion sets.
What else does Steamforge even have right now?
Epic Encounters, War Machine. They have the Resident Evil game.
They have Resident Evil?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. They have something.
Because I know Hellboy is Mantic. They probably have another game. They have a bunch of licensing games that they've done.
Yeah,
they kind of do a license and then drop it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the criticism about Steamforge I've always heard.
Yeah, but I have a friend in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
He's got
South Carolina. Take your bottom off, twist it around your head like a
like
the P.D. Pablo song.
Yeah,
but it's North Carolina, so I figure South Carolinians have to take their bottoms off. If North Carolinians have to take their top off, take your shirt off. So take the bottom.
He gets to South Carolina. He did a remix where he goes through every state.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he just telling them all to take their shirt off and twist around?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not exciting.
They all have to do the same exact thing.
That's not as exciting. I thought.
In chronological order.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like a very slow way to do a wave, just state by state.
I don't think he goes in order either. I don't remember now. Does he start with Alabama, Arkansas? That's another song.
Yeah, that's another song. Yeah, you're right.
Alabama, Arkansas.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is, but yes, I know what you're talking about.
Did they go in alphabetical order in that one, or is that it?
I'm the worst when it comes to lyrics because I listen to music. This is why one of the reasons I love death metal and hardcore and crap like that. Specifically like death metal. I don't really care what you're saying. I want the vocal expression of noise to be percussive and engaging with what else is going on around it. Don't care the content.
Yeah.
And I want the music to be good.
Yeah.
Right?
They can just scream I like bunnies. Yeah. And then the breakdown happens and you're just so pumped.
There's a band, it's not Pagan. It is, I have to look them up. I will try and remember to link them because they're on my workout playlist currently. This is great radio. What I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, everyone.
Oh,
that's my podcast. Sorry, that's why. Couldn't find it. There we go. Library, playlists. I just recently switched to Apple Music. I got off the Spotify train because they keep raising my expenses.
See, I don't pay for it.
But you get commercials, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm a millennial. Commercials are fine.
Oh.
They don't bother me.
Okay, that would drive me nuts.
Oh, yeah. What did drive me nuts was them changing their logo.
Right?
They did a 3D disco ball, and I absolutely hated it. Yeah. It's back. It's back to being a normal logo.
Is it Pipe Fest? No.
Pipe Fest?
Not Daughter.
That sounds like something else.
Chico Last End. Forget it. It doesn't matter. Anyways, there's a song that I'll try and find it that the singer literally says right before a breakdown. And because it was the whole get this fucking shit together, we're gonna rock it, and then as they come in, for the breakup, they're like, it doesn't matter what I say, and it's just, and they're literally he's literally just saying nonsense during the breakdown, right? And everybody's just rah 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 rah, actually the female
toast,
singer. Yeah, exactly. Cinnamon toast crunch, or whatever. but to that point, like, but it sounded sick.
Mhm.
You know, I don't care. So, how do we get to this point? To death metal and words that don't matter. Oh, because you were trying to figure out the Alabama Arkansas thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the point is, all that to say, I don't know song lyrics. I suck at song lyrics.
I saw Acacia Strain. If you ever heard of them.
Yeah, so they're coming to somewhere nearby here. So I think sometime soon.
They are very good.
Are
live.
they good?
Yeah, like
I will put them on my
I guess
list.
I saw them back in the early 2000s, early 2010s, maybe, I think. And like, I don't know. They just get on there, and the dude is just like, everyone here's a piece of shit. This song is called Buttered Toast. And, it's just like, man, he's got such a stage presence to have a thing. Like, he just hypes you up by calling you terrible names.
That's funny.
It was great.
I saw
they're very good. They're very good live.
Arcspire recently with Undeath.
Yeah.
And
I think I've seen it on Death before.
Not cattle immolation. It wasn't cattle decap. It was something else. Corpse immolation maybe. Anyways, it doesn't matter. And Undeath is good. They're out of New York. They remind me a little bit vibe wise.
Yeah.
Of Doc Hammer out of San Diego.
I don't know what
Doc Hammer is like a hardcore band that's much more like
is that like Dr. Hammer?
Yeah, like Dr. Hammer. That's very in the Malin and Sons of Disaster style of like Southern party hardcore.
Okay.
Anyways,
I don't know what any of that means.
Okay, doesn't matter. Words. So
I don't think I've listened to new music.
It's cool.
I mean, like such a long time.
You know, repeating things that you find comfortable is a sign of autism. It's neurodivergence.
I haven't seeked out new music in a very
long bro,
time.
I'm still watching Bob's Burgers on repeat. I got nothing for you. I know you do.
Yeah,
it's great.
Actually, me and the girlfriend actually have started to watch other things finally.
Oh, saucy.
We were having dinner tonight.
Are you watching Archer?
No.
Okay.
Steven Universe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, Steven Universe. I forgot about Steven Universe.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, that show's great. I loved
Throwback,
it.
Baby.
It's still great. But yeah, I think, oh no, I forget what we watched. That wasn't Bob's Burgers. It should have been Bob's Burgers is what it is.
Yeah, the point is I can't even remember it. It wasn't worth it. Wasted my time. Well, Bob's Burgers was a very unique show.
It's so good.
I give it that. It was,
I don't, it's like, as far as like the American animation stuff between like, you have The Simpsons and American Dad, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers. Like Bob's Burgers is Futurama. Like the most, Futurama.
That's an area.
Yeah. Bob's Burgers is like the most humanly grounded.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, they're a family, a dysfunctional family with all have some kind of neurodivergent problem.
Yeah.
And that's like very relatable to a lot of people.
Exactly. I think that's what's so cool about it, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of representation in that show.
There is.
You know, and that's not something that we were really seeing. And
they don't throw it out there either.
Right. It's not done in the way, so like Will and Grace, do you remember that show?
Yeah.
Way back in the day?
Yeah.
And it was like, first off, it was we're going to be very subtle about the fact that he's a gay man, right? Because it wasn't accepted popularly in published television.
I remember when Ellen came out.
Right, when Ellen came out, exactly, yeah. So, and then it becomes like a big deal, right? And then some shows, they lean so heavily into what they used to. I don't think we really see this much anymore because, thank God, we've progressed as a society. But there was a point in time where it was like, we're just going to beat you over the head with something, right? And it becomes tropey, which I don't think is necessarily beneficial when it's talking about an era of time when we couldn't express anything but a hetero white relationship in television, right, or in film. So, because it can be like more problematic, you know, like it creates more problems instead of like it doesn't actually help things sometimes. But
the old white man
who controls everything, the networks.
But the old white man is angry
in his seersucker suit. Well, fuck old white men. And
don't do that. Don't actually actually do it.
Qualify what I mean by that. It was done so well, I think, at Bob's Burgers because it was so just relatable and real, you know?
Yeah. Well, the way that they said that Bob was bisexual wasn't putting it wasn't an episode arc.
Right.
It wasn't anything.
A reveal. Yeah.
Yeah. He was getting hit on during a Thanksgiving episode by somebody. and he's like, "Here's my number," and he's like, "I'm straight, mostly straight," and then walks away, and it's like, okay. And then what? Marshmallow's been in the show forever.
Yep.
And then they did the Hope and Mike Night episode, where they have a talent show in the store, and Marshmallow sings a song, and her parents come and they're like supportive of her. I'm like, there's nothing inherently, it's not in your face or anything. It's just, it's like that they love their daughter just because, and they're being supportive, and that's a thing. And then was it Nat Kinkle is another one. That's another, like, I guess one of the gay characters on the show that it's not why they're there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not like an appeasing trope that's just being used. You know what I'm saying? You see it, and so like I relate this to one. I want to talk about straight. Second off, what I'm going to talk about first. Actually, we're going to do this in reverse order. So there's a book series that my wife is reading, and the first one is called Gideon the Ninth. And I'm listening to the audiobook right now because we started it on a recent trip, and I was like, I need that. And then on my last trip I just took, I was listening to it most of the way. And it's advertised, I think it's actually advertised as like necromantic lesbian fantasy.
Oh, okay.
But like, it's so understated. Like, there's like, it's not even a thing. Okay. Yeah. It's like, it's not even a thing in the actual story. Yeah. So I think it's funny that it's like, labeled or at least associated as that, you know, like, you know, colloquially with people. And I was like, kudos, because at first, you know, when she told me about it, I was like, oh God, okay, well, like, this is another like romantic-y tropey bullshit. And she's like, no, the books are really, really good. Yeah. You have to understand, my wife reads a metric shit ton of books, right? And so when she told me that, and I'm like, usually when you read a book and you say it's good, like, I read it and I'm like, that was good, you know? Yeah. And I was skeptical, and then she was just like, hey, you wanna listen to this book? I think you're really good. And she just, like, the ninth time she told me I would like it. And I was like, yeah, fine. Like, we're going to be on a long road trip. Let's listen to it. And I was in. I was like, okay. Yeah. And there's nothing like lesbian necromantic wizard about it. It's just about fucking wizards doing shit, you know, like, and I'm like, okay, I appreciate what you've done here with this like thing. So anyways, that's kind of the same thing where like they're not using a trope to just beat you over the head with it, you know? Yeah. And if anything, I actually kind of like the way that they did it. Like, if they were actually legitimately trying to, you know, promote it that way. Yeah. And then it's like, gotcha. You know, you came here looking for like naked dead wizard lesbians. Yeah. And what you got is an actual good story.
Yeah. Here's like the opening words. Like, you open it and like, this is a story about wizards who are lesbians
and dead,
but also dead.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. So I highly recommend Gideon the Ninth. Actually, it's a really good story. And it's like a series, so I'm stoked to hear the rest of it. Because it's what's cool about it too is it's interesting genre, because it's I'm trying to think of another genre, like the movie or the episode series C that Apple did with Jason Momoa, where it was like everyone was blind.
Oh yeah,
and it was like
Did you tell me about that before?
I think I did. It's really, really good. It's kind of the same thing where like this is like fantasy, yeah, where there's magic and people use swords and crap like that. Yeah, but it's set in like space and like the future, like the far future. And because at one point they're in like this is not like a dead giveaway, but they're in like an underground area, and it's like laboratories, and they even like come up on like a actual like a machine gun, like a piston fired or whatever machine gun, and they talk about it, this archaic thing, right? Because they like use swords and cast magic now. Yeah, you know, it's like, it's really cool. So it's like in that genre, which I think is really interesting, because it starts feeling very like, oh, this is a fantasy, you know, whatever, and you're like, oh no, this is like alternate history, future or something kind of deal. Now jumping back to the other thing, to stay not political, but culturally oriented. Straight. Have I ever told you how much I hate that word?
Give it to me straight.
Yeah. So in reference to like sexual identity. Yeah. The reason I've always been frustrated with the terming straight is because sociologically, right, we are programmed to think that straight is right. Everything's about the angles, right? Like, hey, the boards have to be straight, the walls have to be straight, like you have to cut straight with your scissors, right? Yeah. Draw the straight line, all that kinds of crap, right? From childhood. So we use this term that the undertext, the subtext of the word is, this is right. This is the right way. But we use it to describe a sexual identity. And that's always annoyed me. So I've always preferred hetero. I'm not calling you out because I'm not mad at you about it at all, because you had no idea, but I'm using it as a topic of discussion. Oh, okay. Because one of my goals in life is we change the use of the term straight in regards to hetero individuals, to hetero because straight ain't the only way, baby.
No. Generally now, I don't think I've ever heard someone say that they're straight recently. I think it's just been like, I'm not gay.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's the thing. It's like I don't think it's something that's actually really
Yeah.
used much, and I think probably because we've kind of self-corrected as a society, generally speaking. But it's one of those things that I've always been like, why don't we say hetero instead? And that's a better descriptor. And also, I'm a big word nerd, so like most people don't give a shit about words meaning that stuff, but I sometimes think words mean things. So
I really like the word cloaca.
ooh, cloaca, the old bird.
Yeah,
bird
I know
pooper.
exactly what it means,
The old bird.
and I'm not sure if that means why I like it or if I just like saying it.
Well, I like words that like feel a certain way coming out of your mouth, like onomatopoeias, like anything that is like, an onomatopoeia I love. And like, I mean, God, all you have to do is listen to pretty much any episode I do, and there's somewhere I'm probably saying some word repeatedly because I'm like, oh, that feels nice coming out of the mouth.
How many times can I fit in the word cloaca
Cloaca
in the
this
next
conversation.
20 minutes?
So, speaking of which, when you're painting a cloaca, what is your first
Yeah.
step up?
So you want to hold the cloaca.
Hold the cloaca.
Yeah, hold it.
Yeah, when you go to paint, you got to get
If you
good grip.
can hold it.
If you can't hold
Some
it.
cloacas-
you can't hold.
No.
Just got to let it go.
You generally want to go for a lot of vibrant purples. Maybe
good start.
some reds, some
start.
magentas.
So, jumping back to the painting thing, actually, as a perfect segue into this.
Cloaca.
Cloacas are a perfect segue into painting. We've already talked about getting a model, right? There's lots of ways to get models. You can get ones you can play in games. If you have a board game that has models in it, that's an
There's
option.
plenty of those now.
I would qualify that is
Yeah.
that a lot of those are very poor quality models when it
Yeah.
comes to painting them. Especially depending on how old the board game is, that may come into play.
Blood Rage is one that's
Yes.
a notoriously good game with terrible models.
Yep.
Yeah.
My buddy loves that game, actually, Blood Rage. The new Halo game, it's technically a more miniatures war game, but it's kind of a board game. Those models are good. Ish. Well, look, they're not 40K Games Workshop standard models, okay? But when I think about a bad board game model, I think about Last Night on Earth. Okay.
Okay.
The zombie models in there are just, it's like that real soft plastic, and it's just, they're real garbage at 28 millimeters and
I
stuff.
think some of the Halo model, not the models themselves, but like the design of them is a little
Oh, yes.
like weird.
The Spartans are extremely boring to paint.
There's just like, what's undersuit, what's armor.
Yeah.
But the new grunts look goofy.
Oh man, they're going to be so much fun. They're the goofballs. I'm disappointed that it's not a double plasma runner, but somebody's going to craft that bad boy.
Oh, they already exist.
Yeah. I mean, it's the internet. That's out there.
Yeah, Josh was definitely already looking at printing like 50 of them.
I believe it. I'm here for it. It'll be great. Just a horde of plasma wielding grunts. But there are a lot of games that you could find that you could do one-off models from companies like Mindworks or other companies that do like more display level models.
Yeah.
You can go up to like a 75 mil, like a bigger scale model to paint on. We'll talk pros and cons on those. But there are lots of places you can get models that can paint and be ready to paint.
Oh, yeah. No.
Where is there a benefit in your mind if someone's just like, hey, I'm not here for the game, I just want to paint models, right?
Yeah.
Like I really think this would be a cool artistic expression.
Mm-hmm.
Would you recommend like an artistic bust, like from Mindworks or something, like a 75 mil model, or like something simple, just
It depends.
an orc.
So is someone just starting out?
Yeah,
Probably not, just for the sheer cost.
but that's fair, right?
Yeah, they're like $80 or something for like a single model is pretty pricey for someone.
100%.
Beginning. I think busts are a great way to like do once a year. To be like, I guess it depends. Every 365 days, paint a bust, and then keep it, and then like you can see your progression.
I'm taking this away from this conversation right now. I'm doing that. I want to get a bust and paint one this year.
Yeah,
Done. I'm here for it. 1 year. I've never done a bust before, and I assume
it's completely different than everything. Everything's bigger.
it's probably a great way to like develop your skill.
Mm-hmm. So you have to get
Textures, all kinds of stuff,
Yeah, you can do textures, but like your blends have to be a lot smoother.
which are mine are not. So that's gonna be very telling.
Even on this guy, they're not as smooth as I wanted to. But like looking at it from arm's length, it's like, oh, that's pretty good. And they're just expensive. Like I think because like I think the cheapest would be 3D printing. Like
For sure. I think so too. If you have that resource already.
If you have it already.
Or a buddy who has one, right?
Yeah. This is like, hey, I just want some dudes.
And I will say there would be something I mean, if you just say you don't have a printer, right? You just need to go buy some models off the shelf. Go buy a pack of Tactical Marines or a pack of like orcs or goblins or something that's appealing, right? You've got 5 to 10 models that are all more or less the same. Yes, you have to assemble them if you're okay doing assembly. But you've got some models that you can try different stuff on, and you kind of get repeats doing the same model.
Yeah.
I will say Space Marines are decent because there's a lot of flat surfaces on them.
They're all flat surfaces.
If you don't have all the tchotchkes.
Curved. Yeah. They all like a Space Marine is almost like the perfect model for getting used to getting your honing some skills down to like getting your base coat smooth, getting. They have just enough little fine details like the black undersuit, the trim around the shoulder pads, stuff like that, to where you can get to, I guess, practice with a little like motor skills with how to hold the brush, like getting down to the fine details, getting like even the lenses on the eyes are like tiny, and just getting used to doing that. But you could go the cheaper route with Nulzer models, but like the details are muted. Like when I say that, I mean they're not like crisp and deep, and they're hard to like see sometimes. It kind of just looks like a mess to look at.
Well, and I think also when I think about getting started and like an ideal model, something with a lot of textures to it, like various like textures of like skin, animal fur, wood, metal, like all these different things. It can be more complicated, right? Especially if you've got like, okay, well, I've got a dude who has like lots of leather. How do I make all that leather look not the same?
Yeah.
Right. If you're even worrying about that at the beginning, I mean, it's been so long since I started painting models.
I mean, you can make it all look exactly the same leather. Like you can just paint the whole damn thing brown, like the same color brown, use the same wash on it. But what's going to make it look different is how you highlight it and how you separate it from the rest of the leather.
Yeah.
So like straps are going to be more worn. So you're going to probably have them look a little more
busted.
Busted, or like a cork color. Like it depends on what color you use, but like the leather's going to be cracking and tearing. And then like black lining, like if it's a strap over the chest, then you're going to want to make sure that there's like a black line separation between the chest and the strap, so you can like see that it's an individual different detail. Let's
take this conversation up a notch. So, dialing this up bam, turn it up to 11. For the separation piece, would you always use black, like a panel liner? First off, would you use a panel liner versus just like a regular paint?
I use the Molotov fine pins.
Okay, so
generally,
you do the pins.
I do the pins.
Okay.
It just comes out.
Are you talking about the sepia, like these kinds of pins?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
This is a micron.
It's not a paint pin; it's a micron pin. Though.
Yeah. But they're basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much the same exact thing.
I mean, I never thought about doing that for separation. That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's so much easier.
Yeah.
Because it just comes out.
Yeah.
And it just works.
So because I use them for like writing and stuff like that, or like small bits. The back one. Thanks. I appreciate respecting the organization. You're like, I can't put this in the wrong place.
Yeah.
So would you use any like other colors other than black for like shadow colors or separation colors as opposed to like hard lining black? Because I mean, comic book style is a thing, right? Where you're using those hard black lines versus. So the only reason I asked this is, obviously my wife being a painter, right? Anybody who listens to the show knows this. She called me out one time when I was getting her to look at one of my models. And it's always interesting talking to someone who's not a model painter.
Yeah.
And especially a classically trained painter about model painting, right? And to get that feedback versus someone like you who's like a very experienced model painter, right?
Yeah.
And she looked at me and she said, well, why is that black? And I'm like, well, it's because of shadow. And she's like, there's no real black in the world.
Yeah.
Like black does not exist in like the way that like our eyes perceive things. That should be like a really, really, really dark brown instead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but it's a shadow and it's black. Or it's like, I would do that where it's a hard line of black. And she's like, why is that line of black there? And I would be like, well, because that's the separation point or whatever. And she's like, well, why isn't it like a dark sepia or like a purple?
Yeah.
And I'd be like,
I think generally, I can't think of any situation that I've painted recently that I would use another color that's not black.
Yeah.
I think it's just a mini painting style thing.
Well, it's very different though. It's a different, and that's what she always qualifies things with. Is she always like, it usually ends up like, well, babe, I don't know, like I don't paint in 3D.
Yeah,
like that's a different thing, Especially when I start talking, when I was trying to figure out lighting, and like shading of skin tones and things like that.
Yeah,
and she'd be like, well, it'd be like this. I'm like, but that's on a flat canvas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like,
everything's different when it's flat.
Yeah,
because you have to make sure, like, you don't have any 3D spectrums of light hitting different things. Like, you are creating all of that from nothing.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I've just used black just because it's the ultimate separation of
sure.
Distinguishes different sections of the model.
Well, I've heard of people that are like, hey, well, I'll just leave some of the black primer, right, or whatever. But I'm not. I paint too fast for that. Where I'm just like,
I'll never do that.
On. Yeah,
like I will if it's in the shadow. Like if you look at this guy, like his underside of his, like where the gun's covered up, like his shirt is just a dark brown,
right,
and it's good enough. Because you can't see it, but you can see that it's brown, and that works fine. Because it's still a shade of brown,
right?
And it's I chose that brown to be there in the shadow because it's a little colder, so it still looks naturally like shadowed while being as minimal effort as I can possibly do.
Okay, so cold versus warm tones.
Cold. We'll start with warm. I feel like I can explain that one easier. Warm is generally like what light gives off. Usually it's adding a brightness or warmth to it, like from the sun. And cold is the opposite. I feel like I can't explain cold right now, so we'll just go.
So if we talk in tonalities, like hue, I believe is the appropriate term, right?
There's a lot of words.
There's a lot of words there. That would be the. I know it's not saturation.
I mix up words.
Let's say it's the
cloaca.
Tone or the hue. Like cloaca, like that's one you can totally mess up. I just messed up trying to say it.
Yeah.
Your colder tones are probably going to lean more towards the blue side of the spectrum.
There'll be blues and purples.
Right.
And when you mix those into other colors, you get a darker color. It depends on the. I guess would hue be the word for that then?
I think it is, because I think you're shifted one way or the other.
Because if you use like ultramarine blue instead of like, I don't know, like azure blue, then your blue is it's brighter than that. It's gonna not look the same. So like,
yeah, because saturation is the depth of the color, the brightness of the fullness of the pigment, right? And I think hue is going to be like, so how you can have a cool red versus a warm red.
Yeah.
Right. That's you're shifting the hue one way or the other, cool versus warm. So, and that visually presents a certain color temperature to the model when you're looking at it. Yeah. And you can use it to when you get really high level, which is beyond me, you can use it to reflect actual things like ground cover versus like moonlighting and an offset, like dual lighting situation, sunlight, these kinds of things.
Yeah. I know how to do, there's like, it's analytical and then it's intuition. When you kind of I don't really teach that much, so it's never that much on the analytical side on being able to explain the things.
Sure.
But I know how to do it. And sometimes I feel like my third eye opens and I'll explain stuff to people and like or I would guess my second eye now.
Jailer.
And I can just explain it in such a in such a fluidity to it that I feel almost confident about it.
Interesting. I like that. Do you think that did the third eye predate the second eye?
No.
Okay. It developed after?
No, yeah.
Interesting.
I painted a little bit before my accident.
Really?
Yeah, but
so you've always painted without the depth perception?
For the most part? Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I got better. Yeah, I was just barely painting, I think, for maybe like less than a year.
Really?
Yeah. And one of the first things I was doing, I started rehabbing myself pretty quickly. Because I was still in the wheelchair.
So you got better after, like, you put the time in, you started rehabbing.
Yeah, I was still in a wheelchair, and I'm like, I want to paint miniatures because I can't leave the house.
Yeah,
because I lived in a house with steps.
Oh, so that would be hard. Yep.
And to get out of the house with steps required help from someone else who had a ramp, and they had to go bring the ramp. So that was like only done to go to like checkups.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Did you feel like you were putting them out if you asked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like to ask things of people.
Yeah. Heard. I feel that.
Yeah. That's why my birthday is such a big problem.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Why is your birthday such a big
I
problem?
don't know. I don't like because I don't feel like I deserve it.
Okay, that's real. I 100% resonate with literally someone the other day just told me, well, you deserve to be happy. And I'm like, yes, I'm getting there maybe.
I agree with you, but I hate how
conceptually,
you put it. Yeah.
But do I really deserve it? I don't think I deserve it yet.
Yeah, I use it for training up getting used to depth perception.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Going back to painting, not talking about your lack of birthday.
Oh yeah, the depth of it.
The depth of your birthday resentments.
And I guess it worked.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get like used to it, and I still fuck up, but
sure. Well, I mean, we all fuck up.
Yeah. I'll like try to go in to paint something and to just brush something like to the side.
Mm-hmm. I'm
like, I think you can still see somewhere on this model where I accidentally touched somewhere I shouldn't have. And I was like, fuck.
I mean, I was looking at it pretty close. That model looks pretty great for where it's at already. I mean,
yeah.
So your color selection on it is very bright. You recently have been trying out the golden so flat.
I do. I bought so many.
You bought so many. And you're going to distribute them now.
I'm trying to. I emailed them.
I hope you say yes, because I'm going to be buying them from your shop then, if that's the case. I almost went and picked some more up because I've been trying. So I've got some of their
the high flows.
I've got the single pigments up in the tubes.
Yeah.
And then I've got some of their high flows I've got the Liquitex's Payne's Gray.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the golden metallic.
Yeah.
A few of those that I really, really like. And I've been espousing the metallics at least for quite a while. And I've known a lot of people, that ochre is a golden as well, that use the so flats. And I had never touched the so flats.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was kind of like, well, I don't need more paint, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
No, you need more. You can always use more.
I have a limit of how much space I can put paints in.
Yeah.
Because I've self-imposed. I'm just trying to work through all these old Citadel paints so I can get rid of them finally.
I just give mine away.
I don't know who wants old Citadel paints that most of them are real sloppy. Like you need to have a vortex mixer to get them going. I take the back end of an old brush and I just spin paint it, mix the stuff for a long time before so I can use it.
Yeah, the golden so flats are I've used Chimera paints before, which they get compared to a lot.
Yes. Chimera is a very strong single pigment, very expensive paint. That is a miniature targeted market.
Yeah, their Chimera is targeted at miniature painters, and so flat golden is the same thing, targeted at artists.
Yeah, for artists, yeah.
And they are kind of pricey. Mm-hmm. And the prices are all over the place because they're not made all the same way.
Right.
Some materials cost more than others. Some of their bottles, it also is 3 times as much paint as a normal bottle.
Yep.
So instead of like a 17 milliliter bottle for like $5 from any Vallejo or AK, you're getting 60 milliliters instead. And it's like, I think the cheapest ones are, if you were to buy them at an art supply store, they're $16 up to 25.
Up to the 20s, yeah. Well, and that goes back to how they're made, because some of the stuff used in pigments and artist grade paints are, I mean, it's expensive crap. It's like actual minerals and things like that.
Yeah, they use, I think they use iron in one of their burnt umber or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think that made it more expensive, but they tell you what's in them on the paint.
And that's like legitimately one of the things, I mean, the joke about like paintbrush licking, but that's a thing that I learned pretty early on in my relationship with my wife was, hey, don't do lick your brush, period, but definitely don't do it if you're using artist grades, because the shit there is legitimate. It can be toxic. Yeah. And we're not talking oils definitely, but like it's just because of the stuff they use to make the pigment is actually like toxic to human beings, the powdered pigment is actually not good for you, right?
Generally, most of the golden so flats are non-toxic.
Yes.
Except for a couple, obviously. Any of the ones that have the word cadmium.
I was saying, anything with cadmium on it, you don't want to be
luckily, they also make an alternative to those.
They do, yes.
that is a little different in color, but not enough.
Honestly, yeah, I think my yellow is actually cadmium over there, I believe.
Oh,
and
I'm hungry.
And my wife.
Coeca.
Coeca. Maybe a cadmium coeca.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, my wife was like, you don't like, there is a difference to it, but you'll probably be okay. But the reason I went with those is specifically I wanted to use them to increase saturation when I was doing glazes and things like that.
Yeah.
But still be able to, so it's very just like you're tapping just a little bit into whatever you're doing, or to take just that paint and the medium and water and drop it all down to
I need to get some medium.
I got a ton. I can give you half of that bottle. I'm never going to use it. That's going to take me years.
I just keep using water.
Yeah, but it makes a difference. It does dry slower though. That's the thing that I learned the hard way. Is
I use a wet palette.
Yeah,
and that's fine for keeping it wet.
Well, I mean, on the model, once you put the paint on the model, if you've used medium, it just dries slower. It just takes longer to dry. But that's why I think a lot of people who are using these, so, in the Nova paint class I took with the Italians, they would pull out a hairdryer occasionally.
Oh, yeah.
Marco Frazzoni.
He won a Golden Demon.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's so nice.
Yeah.
He's like just the nicest dude.
He is.
So nice. Very encouraging.
Yeah, but the golden so flats have been, I don't want to use too strong of a word.
Eye-opening?
I feel like I know more now than I did when I used Chimera paints.
Really? Yeah, okay, that makes sense, yeah. You've been painting longer.
Yeah, and I mean, I have my Chimeras since they came out.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Goldens are better than Chimera.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Like I saw that, so the first one I got was yellow-green, because green's my favorite color.
Yep.
And I saw that color, and I had to have it.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to have it. And then I just put some on a model, just like raw dogged it directly on there, and I was giddy.
You started to send me a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
You're like, bro.
I'm like, it's so green.
Yeah.
I need it. And then I was just looking at them, and then I went back because Michael's knew that I wanted them, and they did a buy one, get one half off sale.
They do that.
Like 3 days later.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck, okay.
P.S. Always let me know when they're doing buy one, get ones on paint.
Yeah.
Or 50s.
And that's all. And then I went there and I bought 12 more.
Hell yeah.
And then I went home and bought, I thought I ordered 10. I ordered 9.
Okay.
I ordered 9 more from Blick.
Nice.
Because Michael's doesn't carry the whole range.
Yeah, they don't.
Boo.
That's a problem I've had with a few of those, especially the high flow fluids. It's the same thing. Like you go in there and like, I would like these, and they have like 5 colors, and you're like, I need more than that.
Yeah.
And it's fine if you're doing, and this is a conversation, I guess, onto paint ranges, right? Is like, it's fine if you're doing like one-off models, or you're doing demo models and stuff like that, because you can mix your colors, right? But when it comes to painting army levels or trying to duplicate a lot.
Oh, yeah. You want, like, you're painting, you don't want to mix the specific color that you're using for an army. Like, if you're
going to spend so much time mixing paint.
Yeah.
It's just more of a time suck than just a
like there's no point in, like, I mean, you can do it. I mean,
sure.
But it's not efficient.
You can do a lot of things in life, but you probably shouldn't.
Yeah. And like contrast paints, like from Citadel or Army Painter, Vallejo, now Pro Acryl.
I say Pro Acryl just dropped theirs, yeah.
Scale 75 even has one. Well, there's another brand I'm missing. AK has one.
Mm-hmm.
Those really go far also for like painting.
Mm-hmm.
So like the pants on this guy so far is just, I don't use them in the way that they tell you to use them.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like put a glob of it on there and mush it around and let it
dry.
Yeah. Yeah. I put it on pretty thin and I make sure that I don't get streaks or anything in it. And then I touch it up with like a highlight color.
Mm-hmm. You're basically glazing or tinting your zenithal highlight underneath, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, it helps kind of figure out, like, I dry brush a while and they call it slap chop.
Right. We got to put a name on it.
God, I hate that name. But Grisaille is like the the more appropriate name.
And Kurosawa shading.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Grisaille is what I did with my little dwarf guy there, and we just working on literally using thinned down single pigment artist inks or artist paints to
Just glazing it in,
glaze
yeah.
color tones and
Yeah.
highlights and shadows.
That's pretty much all I do with all like the leathers on all these orcs is they're all like dry brushed white. I have every brown speed paint contrast there is known to man.
You do.
And I choose a shade of brown and I make it that color.
Your browns always look so good, and I'm always like, hey, what brown did you use? And you're like, this arbitrary, weird, niche brown. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to use dark oath brown contrast then. Because that's the only
Yeah. Skeleton. We're drooping again.
Doesn't how I have this like ulnar pain thing, so like twisting is really, it's hard.
Oh yeah. That was also ooh, you want some more J lore?
Yeah, let's do it.
They put they had a blood pressure cuff on my arm that kept falling down when I was in the hospital. And it was tightening around my elbow.
Oh, that's great.
Which then fucked up my ulnar nerve for a while.
Glorious.
Yeah, so I think it took me 2 months to get full feeling back in my hand.
Oh my God, that's miserable. As someone with OCD, that would drive me crazy.
It was awful. Yeah.
Stressful.
And I was trying to paint like that. Like I couldn't, they were having me do like OT and they're like, all right, we'll see what your strength of your hands is. And I'm like 103, 0.
Just dropping the ball out of your hand. Bloop. Could you pick it back up for me? Thanks. Bloop.
Yeah. Like it was rough.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine, brother. That sucks.
But it just went away one day.
Just on its own?
Yeah. It wasn't like.
And you're still painting and everything while I was
still
using it?
A little bit. Yeah.
Little bit? Okay.
I just couldn't, I could hold stuff. Like I could still move it, but there was no strength to do anything.
Yeah, I got a doctor's appointment to get it looked at.
Yeah,
but I talked to a guy today, and he had the same thing, and he was pointing, and he was like, had the scar because he had to have surgery.
Oh yeah,
I was like, man, don't tell me that. I don't want to start having surgery for random crap. Like,
was it Bob?
Yeah, it was Bob.
Oh,
he's straight some of the time.
He's hetero.
Hetero, so yeah, he's hetero.
Has there ever been a Bob that has been gay? Gay Bob?
Gay Bob? Yeah, it wasn't. Oh man, am I making up? Modern Family wasn't one of the two.
I never watched that.
Oh, I feel like one of their guys was Bob. Maybe not. There's got to have been a gay Bob. Such a good gay name.
Bob.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone.
This is my gay Uncle Bob. That's great.
Yeah.
It just sounds like something that's been in a movie.
Hey, I'm Bob. I'm gay.
It sounds like it's been in a movie.
He's like, really?
Yeah.
Like, your name's Bob and you're gay. Every Bob I know is notoriously hetero.
Very Robert, right there. Robert. Yeah.
They're.
Oh, hey Bob. Like he was like, great. Bob's come over to the
Bob.
barbecue. Who invited Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you. No offense to all the Bobs out there that are like decent people.
Or Roberts.
Oh, the Roberts.
Or Bobbies.
Yeah. Bobby. You my boy Blue. I actually know a Robert, but he doesn't go by Bob. He goes by Rob.
I also know a Robert that goes by Rob.
I wonder what the like cutoff point of like Bob versus Rob is. Do you think it's because most of their fathers' names were Bobs?
I think so.
Like that feels like very like a boomer name, Bob.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
So then they get named Robert Vasilmatude Goikila III. And then they're just like, well, I'm not going to go by Bob.
No.
Bobby sounds too childish, so I need to be
It was
Bob.
notorious in my family. Everyone got the same names.
Okay.
And then they just added more of the same name. Like there was Bill and then his son, Bill.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the case for like 3 or 4 different people.
That's a very interesting naming
like there was Bill, and then Will.
Stop it. Seriously? I was about to make a joke. Was there a Will?
I swear to God.
Oh my God. Was there a Jill?
No, it was all the boys.
Just the boys, okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was a Rob.
No, there wasn't. Nobody names their kid Rob.
No, I mean, he was Robert, but they called him, it was Rob. His son was Rob. Not Robbie.
Right. Rob.
Not Robothan. Rob.
I can imagine the family cookouts, the reunions.
Oh, they're
Bill,
weird.
JJ.
Yeah.
Rob. Bob.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess my family used to call me JJ.
Really?
Yeah. And then, I don't know, I hit puberty and then lost one of the J's.
Taking ownership over my own name.
Yeah.
I get that. That's so interesting.
And then, that's a thing.
So would it be? No, I got nothing. Yeah, I'm just fascinated by this double naming.
Oh yeah. Bill, Rob.
I'm just like that's
Not even Willie.
John. Got a John?
Probably.
There's probably a John in there.
Oh, now I'm thinking about it.
Tim.
There's Clo.
Clo.
Yeah.
Stop. Crushing it.
Yeah, short for cloaca.
Yeah, for sure. Common spelling.
Yeah.
You got another one. I have to have a cloaca account.
Cloaca account. Yeah.
What's the count?
When you edit it, just do like a ding,
ding every time it comes through. Oh man. So if you were to, since we've been talking about Goldens and the glory of Goldens, like not somewhere that a new painter should start.
No, I would
not,
say don't even. I know it's real tempting to get the apple barrel paints that are $1 at Walmart.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
don't do that either.
Get miniature paints. Get actual.
Miniature paints are. I guess you think miniature paints, like as far as they have like craft, student, and artist. Like for.
Oh, are we gonna do it? Are we about to do a tier list of paints? Let's do this. Let's tier list.
That's a whole nother episode. We need a flow chart.
We need a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
We need some bar graphs.
Yeah. Artist series are like the highest pigments, highest quality stuff. Yeah. And then like student grade is less. And then craft is like what you would find and behind the dumpster.
That came out of a cloaca.
Yeah. And those paints are mostly medium.
Yeah. It's super thick.
Like, if artist grade paints had a pigment of 75%, and students had 50%, craft paints have 5.
Yeah.
Like there's such a quality difference.
100%. Yeah.
And
like you can use them for like terrain, like that kind of stuff. They're perfectly fine for if you don't want to be using like your good.
And the pigment quality is also like they're pretty terrible. Like don't try mixing them. Yeah,
so that's a point, right? And that's where I landed on the like higher end single pigments. That's what drove me to artist grade actual like artist paints instead of just miniature paints is the pigment quality, the saturation quality, right? And there's a few things that come into play there. The metallics specifically, it's the size of the metal flake that they use.
Yeah. Now they've been using like dust.
The aluminum dust stuff is infinitely finer in the artist grade paints than you get in like the typical miniature painting. The thing with being able to mix single or dual pigment paints is you can actually mix them and have color saturation and color and shift hue. Whereas if you're mixing those craft paints or a lot of like miniature paints, right?
Yeah.
It's all going to turn brown or gray very quickly.
Like I touched the red and green together, and like the reaction that I got between those colors like was so fast and so quick. Like it kind of caught me off guard how those colors mix together so well from the golden.
Right. Yeah.
Using like pyro red and the permanent green.
Yep.
And mixing them together, and it just becoming this one color in like 3 paintbrush switches.
A distinct color.
Yeah.
Versus, if you took like blood red from Army Painter and like goblin green and mix them together, it's going to be kind of this like muted.
You'll get a color.
You'll get a color, but it's not going to be
it won't be as great.
Right. Yeah. It won't be a strong definitive color.
Yeah, and if you could color match the blood red or and the goblin green using single color pigments, get as close as you can, and then mix those colors together.
Hoo doggy.
Yeah, you'll get a much better color.
So much higher saturation, much brighter, and it will hold up to thinning as well. That's the other thing, that you can use those higher pigment saturation paints and thin them with medium or water to do the glazes and stuff like that and have a much more successful, brighter glaze than if you take that sad pigment paint. Because the way that they make so many colors in those paint ranges when you have like the 101 paints or whatever, you know, is they're just taking like black and white, gray, these other things, and just adding them in to shift those colors over. So you're not actually, when you're mixing, you're not mixing red with blue. Yeah. You're mixing red and white and black with blue.
And you get sad colors.
You get sad colors. Yeah. You're real
and we paint happy over here.
We paint very happy over here. We're all about the happies.
Yeah. So I guess the moral of the story is spend the money on the hobby grade stuff. rather than the craft stuff.
Yes.
Even though it's like $5 a bottle compared to $1, it makes for a more enjoyable experience. Like you don't have to, and that's not for every product.
Right. Yeah.
Like painting handles is something that you don't feel like you should have to splurge on.
Yeah.
Like if you're on drugs, the good kind.
Yeah.
Your old pill bottles
Work great.
are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you get arthritis and you got those big pill bottles and nice in the hand.
Yeah. Or you go to your grandma and don't steal her bottles.
Yes, right. Don't do that.
No. Just ask her.
Hey, when you're done with that, could you save that for me? Thanks.
Yeah. Ask her very loudly.
Yeah. She probably can't hear you.
Yeah.
You know how Granny is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like, and then, you know, do they need to go out and like buy an entire range of paints? Like, hey, I need 150 paints.
No,
not at all.
Do you want them? You'll probably end up with them
At some point in time.
Yeah. It's not like any of those like mega sets that Army Painter does.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like there's much of a discount.
Yeah.
You're spending $300 for the whole range, but you're not going to use the whole range right away. It's nice to have options.
If ever, though.
I mean, I have the entire range of AK like sitting in front of me. I constantly grab the same colors.
Yeah.
There are some colors there I haven't even touched yet.
Yep. And that's what I find about the large spread. And it's a marketing thing, right? It's ease, right? Hey, here's a color you can use. And especially if they're trying to sell it to you in like a tritone build of like, know, low, medium, highlight and that kind of a thing, or like, you know, base, mid-tone, high tone, whatever they want to call it. You know, that doesn't necessarily actually work, you know, when you get to like the theory behind painting and art and color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like a lot of YouTube and, or YouTubers and a lot of miniature brand paints want you to do that like Army Painter does they do a
triad, right?
A double triad. It's 6 colors per the whole thing. And they don't really look at it in the same way. Like miniature painters, it's a lot of paint by numbers. Like, hey, you do this and you get this and it looks good.
We're going to give you a system to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
And but they don't go into depth of why it looks good.
Yeah.
And then if you have those types of questions, you're not going to really find them that easily in miniature painting like searches.
Mm-hmm. You got to go to art.
You have to go to actual art.
Classical art theory.
Yeah.
But do you think, like, I feel like there's been an influx of art theory into miniature painting hobby over the last 5 years?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right? Like you've started to see it like in mainstream. It's starting to like pop its head up now. It's not like the one or two dudes that were out there doing it, you know, that were winning awards and no one knew what the hell they were talking about, right? But and this is the thing that I appreciate, the depth, and this is not to intimidate anybody looking to get into the hobby, like the depth of the miniature painting hobby is so wide now that it is its own art, truly fine art expression, right? There is a skill level now that painters are painting at such a high level that 10 years ago, they have like wildly outpaced what was being done 10 years ago.
I mean, there's an archive for Golden Demon winners. Yeah. And if you look at the stuff from 5 years ago, it was still really good.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you go 5 years back, and you're like, oh, what happened?
Yeah, you start looking at like the mid 2000s era Golden Demons, right? And then over the last like 15, 20 years, what people are painting now, and never mind like Monte Saint Savino's level stuff when you're not even restricted to a Games Workshop model. It's bonkers.
Yeah,
right?
I think like model quality, I think
also has helped. You're right. Yeah,
I think that's probably what pushed it the most, is that the models have gotten better.
That's an interesting observation, because
we were just talking about how the canvas got better.
Yeah. And in model painting, that
then
matters.
Those dumb little Space Marines standing there.
You only paint Lego grief so many different ways until you've all seen it, right?
Yeah. Like, the canvases got better.
That's a very valid point, yeah.
The canvases got better, and then that means it gave people more artistic expression to actually be able to paint something.
And the paints have gotten better.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you have companies like, Chimera, Monument, that are doing much higher pigment saturation, higher quality pigments, and the
I mean, I remember
of oils and artist grade acrylics.
Yeah, I remember when Vallejo used to be like the color or the brand that everyone loved, and then like and then AK came out with stuff, and then Pro Acryl came out, and then people were like, oh, Vallejo's like okay,
Yeah.
and that put like Army Painter at the very bottom.
They really got bumped down.
Yeah, and then Army Painter redid their line to be the Fanatic range because they were like, we're not happy being at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then Vallejo was at the bottom.
And Vallejo's down. Yep.
And then Vallejo is now on par with Army Painter, and they're all very acceptable brands.
Yes.
Citadel is going to be your easiest to find.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I feel like, and maybe it's just a byproduct of how Games Workshop does their stock, but I would find like you can find Games Workshop, but the majority of the time when I was going looking for a specific color, very rarely was it actually on a rack. I had to buy something adjacent to it, right?
Yeah.
That's how I ended up starting. I got all of those Army Painters that are sitting over there. Is because I went looking for a Games Workshop paint and for Citadel, and they didn't have it. And whatever they call it now, it's not game. Is it Games Workshop paint now or something? They rebranded.
It's the Warhammer Color.
Warhammer Color. Yeah,
Color.
Rebranded again. Color.
With OUR.
And that's also how I mean, like to me, Army Painters, it's fine.
Yeah.
Right. But the issue that I have with Army Painters, there's their saturation. All of their colors are just very muted.
Yeah.
Right. If I put blood red, I just go to the blood red because I actually use that one still sometimes. Against any of my other reds, it's just going to be like the Monument one is Pro Acryl, much better blood red. Right. If I pop out my actual freaking golden red, forget about it. Right.
Yeah.
It's just
I also dislike the this color is what I want. I want blue. Okay, regular blue.
Just plain old
I just want
blue. Give me blue. Yeah.
Citadel is McCrack blue.
Yep. The naming
Army
conventions.
Painter is.
I think I have it right here. Isn't it? It's
is that blue?
It's one of these. Crystal blue.
Crystal blue.
Yeah, crystal
we'll
blue.
go crystal blue. At least, like, just give me blue.
Just give me blue.
Yeah, like, and that's something that a lot of. Oh my God.
Pro Acryl.
Blue. And then let me guess the one next to that one. Is it bright blue?
I believe you might be right. It is. Oh, this one's sky blue. Actually.
Sky blue. Sky blue is a legit color.
Faded ultramarine.
Those are also legit color names.
Yep.
Like what they've been named since, I don't know. It's forever.
The dawn of time.
Yeah, since the dawn of color.
What's my golden blue? Which one is this? I think this is the blue. This is
Ultramarine blue.
And not the Warhammer faction.
Yeah, ultramarine blue is a legit color. Yeah,
it's a legitimately true color.
Which is funny.
Yes.
And its own, and yeah. Like, they kind of push you to have their stuff and use that. And, like, when you want a specific color, look at the color, not the name.
Yeah. Which, I mean, from fine capitalism, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's we want you in our ecosystem, and we want you. And from, in the past, the way Citadel has done it, right? It's very centered around the models you're going to paint, and they're going to try and, like, use the descriptors and the name and all that kinds of crap, right? Whatever, it's fine. Sure.
Like, but you can't paint it this way without our specific brands of paint. I'm like, no, I can. I could probably do it better.
As a matter of fact.
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I can probably get a much better finish and all without using these. I can still do it, but
the other thing that I don't enjoy about Army Painter, and this isn't a dog on Army Painter because they're perfectly acceptable, is just the drop bottles that they use get clogged very easily. So
that's just a problem with drop bottles
in general. It's better than the stupid pot that Games Workshop makes.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Man, I feel my problem with the dropper bottles, and I know people, or not the dropper bottles, the pots that
it get crusty.
They get crusty, and if there are times when like I'm not, so I've been in a phase lately. I know this is completely weird, and this is directly correlative to the golden high flows and Monument painting with Pro Acryls. I have not been using my wet palette. Right?
Yeah, you've been using the lid.
I've been using a dry palette. Yeah, I've been using the lid, which I know is like insulting.
Oh no, yeah,
but
that's fine.
Because I'm also painting a lot of like one-off models. I'm not doing a lot of army painting right now. And I find that the Pro Acryls straight out the bottle are like if I put them on a wet palette, they get too thin. Yeah. They get too thin, way too quick.
Yeah, they're really thin.
Yeah, they're really thin in comparison. Other stuff definitely needs to be thinned down, but I'll usually just take water and I'll do it on my dry palette because I've just got a blob and I'm going to boop, 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 and I'll be done. And sometimes I used to paint directly out of the pot
Yeah.
But those lids are so inconsistent; they fall all the time and crap like that.
do,
It's just it's very frustrating to me.
They can, yeah. You have to get them just right. The thing I like about them though is like if I'm doing I don't need to squirt a drop on my wet palette.
Yeah, scoop it.
I just need I need one brush full, or like not even that. I just need a tip to do. I don't know, the whites of eyes or something.
Yeah,
like but don't use the whites from Citadel.
yeah, that's a whole nother.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
But
just get some titanium white.
Yeah.
It's a real titanium white.
The tops are good for using a very small amount of paint.
Now, I do like the washes and the contrasts because of the top. I like the top to use those.
Yeah.
Because they dry out too fast if you put them in like a little pocket palette like these,
Yeah.
In my experience, at least. They'll start drying too rapidly if you do that. So it's better if you can just dip it into that little scoop that they have at the top of the.
Yeah, like those are the contrasts are great for you need just a little bit and just to tint something like doing leather straps. Like you don't need that much. Yes, but it depends on how big the model is for the straps. But sometimes it's just like one little strap, and you could just put like one little dip, and you're not wasting paint. It's not taking up space. You're using the exact amount that you need.
Yep. And then Acryl, Monument came with their Acryl line with a different type of dropper bottle tip.
More like the tattoo.
Yes, exactly.
Style.
Well, I think that's what those bottles are.
Yeah.
Those are tattoo ink bottles, if I'm not mistaken. And they're fine. I mean, you get some schmutz on them and stuff. But basically, any dropper bottles, including the high flow Goldens,
it happens.
You just got to let it drain a second before you go slapping it shut. However you slap it shut.
Usually, I keep a paper clip.
Yeah, I got a
nearby,
paper clip, same.
And you just bend it out and just straight down.
Yeah, pop that hole open when you
or
direction.
or you just take you shake it and then pop the top off of it and then just smack it on the wet palette
and just give it an aggressive smack.
Yeah.
Or just do like I do half the time, which just squeeze until the top pops off.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And
then there's a giant mess.
Paint everywhere. Oh,
I've done that before.
I knocked over my Agrax shade the other day. Not Knoll oil.
Oh,
it was actually Agrax that I knocked over. And then I'm like sopping like as fast as I can to put it on models or whatever the hell I was working on off of my my cutting mat. So. Lots to talk about paint. Paint just works, right? Like it depends on where you're at in your journey as far as what you need. But the point
best thing to do is just paint.
Just put paint on models, right?
Like and be analytical about it. Don't rush it. Don't like why did this happen? Like you have to think about that. Like it can't be a chore. A lot of tournament players look at painting as a chore.
Yeah.
And like if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Like for me, it makes the mind go completely blank.
Yeah.
And allows me to focus. Like I stop smoking. Like I don't have anxiety. Like it literally like is my zen.
Jiu-jitsu is like that for me.
Yeah.
That's happens on the mats in jiu-jitsu, yeah. But it's the same thing. Like I'm finding now I am engaging. So I used to really, really like modeling, like kit bashing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so when I was playing 40K back in the day, like my entire Space Marine army, I had a massive Space Marine army because I had it set so that I could field everything that was optional and that you could do in the codex, and I could do it for every single faction. Yeah, because I had a custom faction of my own. Right. Yeah, yeah. And all of those guys, there was something custom on every single one of them. Right, they were kit bashed, reloads, all kinds of crazy stuff, whatever. And I found painting to be tedious back then. And I'm on the flip side of that coin now, where it's like I'd rather paint than assemble. Yeah. Right. And having recently, another plug for my Nakamachi tape deck up here, I've gotten into where I'm just dropping in a tape, and I put myself on a 2-tape limit. 1 tape in, put the headphones on, and I'm painting. I'm in the zone. Like I'm done. Right. And then I hear it click, stop for a second, flip it over, stretch, go back to painting. Right. I do that 4 times. I got 4 tape flips, and then I'm done. Right. and that's generally about as much time as I can commit to painting in most cases. But doing it that way, because I used to like put a movie on or something. Yeah, yeah. Right. And I was much more distracted. And now I get into that kind of flow state when I'm painting, and I'm just like, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, I want right now. I mean, I put on a long television series. Right now I'm on House again, so that's what I'm on season 3 since I've been.
I'm currently on when I'm painting. I'm watching Delicious Dungeon, that anime.
Oh, okay.
My sister told me about it. Yeah.
I don't really jive with the new anime.
Yeah, some of it is hit or miss for me, and that show it's definitely one of the, because this is the other thing that I found when it comes to shows.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be anything I really give too much of a shit about.
Yeah.
Because it has to be something that I can put on in the background.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen House so much.
Right, exactly.
I watch it once a year.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's something familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you can kind of quasi-ignore, but it's still comfortable and give you the background.
It's noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bob's Burgers will distract me.
Yeah.
House won't.
Yep.
Even though House is technically a more interesting show.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll sit there and watch Bob's Burgers and I'm paying attention to it. And then I will say the quotes with it.
Yep.
And
well, and I'll try and put something on a lot of times that is thematic.
Yeah.
With what I'm painting. But if I'm actually trying to pay attention to what I'm painting, I can't.
So if you're painting Trench Crusade, do you put on
So the last thing
a Halloween Scream?
No, so the last thing I actually watched was The Green Knight. It's a movie that was on Netflix. It was like a Netflix movie. And it was kind of like a quasi grim dark fantasy night era movie, and so I'll try and find stuff like that kind of goes along in the genre, like Halo. Whenever I sit around to paint my Halo stuff, I want to watch the new Halo series that they did, which will be distracting because I'll actually be paying attention to it because I've heard it's actually not bad.
Yeah.
But I like to do thematic crap like that. If I'm painting sci-fi models, I'll put on Blade Runner. I'll put if I'm doing something cyberpunk, right? If I'm gonna paint my Bushido guys, I'm gonna put on samurai crap or whatever, some kung fu movies.
I've never put that much thought into what I'm putting on to get in the mood to paint.
It's just something I'm trying lately.
Yeah.
But ultimately what I find works the best and I make the most progress with is just some headphones and some fucking death metal.
Okay.
And that just puts me I'm just and a lot of times it's I'm buying new cassettes of bands I haven't heard before.
Yeah.
So it's new music, but I think it goes back to, and one of these days I really want to talk to my therapist, my psychologist about why death metal, and I've read articles on it and everything like that. But it is one of those things I find very interesting is that there's something about death metal that just scratches my brain the right way.
Yeah.
That it's so many people are yeah, that's noisy or it makes me want to rage or whatever, and I put it on and I'm just and it's all the rhythmic percussion from being a musician. I that is a part of it to me. But
does it make you hyper focus some?
I feel like it does help me focus.
Yeah. Is it noisy in a way that makes you zone in?
I mean, I would say no, but that's only because I have a very bad relationship with the idea of noise, because there are a lot of sounds that, because of my tinnitus, are extremely uncomfortable for me and irritating. There are background noises that will, at least I assume it's my tinnitus. Maybe it's my autism. Maybe I'm autistic. I don't know this. I don't know. I know I'm neurodivergent. I don't know if I'm autistic though. But that will, some of it is I can't hear you talk, right? It's certain tones, or machines running or things like that, or noisy environments. Yeah. That's why I don't like going to bars. If I go to a bar, I can't fucking hear anything, right? Yeah. And it's not because I'm not paying attention to you. It's literally it's just a wash of noise.
I hear everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have the same issue.
And then it just my ears just hurt terribly afterwards, right? Yeah. And I go down to lay to bed and there's a 98 decibel squeal going in my ears that just doesn't stop, you know? I have
an issue with things that are too trebly.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It hurts.
Yep. Yeah.
But if there's any bait, I was going to say ice cream truck, but it's
Skrillex. Not. Oh, the ambulances?
Fire truck.
Oh, fire trucks.
Yeah, and ambulances are just so loud.
Yeah.
I'm I gotta roll the window up, gotta plug my ear.
Yep.
Or if someone's playing music from their phone and it's not
it's all that mid-rangey noise crap, upper range.
It's just all, And I'm there's no bass. I can't stand it. It sounds so bad.
Yeah. No, I'm 100% with you. And so there are a lot of environments where I either have to wear earplugs, or I just can't. I have to leave because it's just this is getting too noisy for me. My ears are basically just going at this point, right? And I can't really hear anything, right, except for the roar of just noise. And death metal, I don't know, it does something. It doesn't do that to me.
Yeah,
which is weird. It's I don't get that experience from it.
Choose it.
Maybe death metal life chose me. No, I chose death metal life. Yeah. But yeah, I like to put it on, and I don't know. And I don't listen to my music really loud anymore because I can't. Because again, the tinnitus issue is really bad. Even right now, just talking to you, my ears are ringing really bad, and I can hear them because I don't have the ambient noise because I have the isolation headphones on right now. Like I can just hear the ringing in my ears, right? Which I can hear 24/7 anyway.
You want me to like? Does this help for your background noise?
I wonder if that will defeat the noise gate. I'll have to like watch that section just so people. Otherwise, they're gonna be like, "What the hell are they doing?"
Yeah.
We were snapping in case I noise gate it and I forget. And snapping was in there. We were doing like a little scat thing. It's great. Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know. Maybe it does. That's a long, very, very long, arbitrary conversation way of me saying that maybe it does. But it whatever happens to when I put it on, it's like a good vibe. So I just fucking paint. And so for a long time, I would listen to like Ocean's 8 Alaska is a band, and they're more of like a hardcore. I wouldn't call them deathcore. Really, some people might call them deathcore, but they have all of their albums. They do an instrumental version of.
Okay.
So they have the regular like
August Burns Red too.
ABR does that too. Yeah, okay. ABR does that a lot with a lot of their stuff. But the difference is like I like ABR with a singer because the way that they compose their songs.
Oh yeah. There's something very good about the composition.
Yeah, as a whole package, right? I don't like their instrumental music as much. Like some of their songs I like instrumentally. Yeah. But a lot of them, something about the way that they structure their song and the riffs that they use and stuff like that, it feels a little stale without the singer to bring in different stuff. Ocean's 8 Alaska, however, so my favorite album by them, Hikari, I actually prefer the instrumental version of that album. Because you get to all the nuance of the music that the singer will cover up sometimes. I mean, I love the regular album as well, but that's one of those where it's like, this is a great instrumental album. And it's all that, it's that kind of like, it's not progressive. It's definitely not in the progressive range, but it's not straightforward death metal where it's just blast beats and stuff either, right? There's a lot more musically, composed.
I feel like I need vocals in the
most of the time I do. Most of the time I do.
Unless it's like blues. I think,
right.
And even then, like I still want a little bit of like,
give me a little bit of crone.
Yeah, give me a little bit of some howling.
Yeah,
in the middle,
howling wolf. Woo. Yeah. And that's the thing that's interesting to me because I have such a wildly diverse taste in music. Yeah. That for some reason it's fucking death metal, and it's like, and there's a different. This is like, if I'm listening to death metal, I don't want hardcore breakdowns. Yeah. Like if I'm listening to deathcore, cool. Give me some hardcore breakdowns, like Bowers Murder or somebody like that's fantastic. But a lot of times if I'm listening to metal, I just want just give me just straight
some blast beats,
some blast beats, and then cut it down to halftime, sludge it, and then go back to like just blast beating. And I'm just over freaking painting. I don't know. It's weird. Somebody figure out why I'm like that. Explain to me the why. My brain wants to know.
Oh yeah, the internet exists.
The internet does exist.
Yeah. Why does metal make me calm?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good way to phrase that. I've never searched that. I was just like, why do people like death metal? And there, I got some interesting. There's actually a study was done. It was this very small data set, but I mean, they did do a study of, like people that listen to death metal and people that don't listen to death metal, and their like perspective on life, mental well-being, general disposition, all that kinds of stuff. So yeah, we've been going for a while.
At a time.
Yeah, we didn't get the paintbrushes. Get some paintbrushes. Don't start with really expensive ones.
No.
And don't be afraid to throw them away.
Yeah, no, you probably are fine with the Walmart ones of those.
Yep,
for starting,
for sure, yeah.
And then like gradually go up when you feel like your paintbrush is holding you back.
Yeah, because that one dingleberry strand that just keeps putting paint in places it's not supposed to, or whatever the case is.
Yeah, because I wait until some of my brushes are like completely beat to shit before they still have a use.
Yes, I definitely have like tiers. That's why you actually see these two, right? These are my total beaters. I pull paint out with things, or if I just need to slap something on somewhere, whatever.
Yeah, they still have a use.
And then in here I have like my main go-tos, and then a couple that are like downgraded to big flat surfaces, but I still need a decent tip to. And then it's like the ones I actually will use to blend.
Yeah, like don't get artist opus brushes until you're still painting. You paint your first bust after a year. Yeah,
at least, yeah. I've also wondered. I didn't get the artist opus. That my buddy got the artist opus, and he got the entire Chimera line when we were at Nova, and I got the Game Envy ones because it was like half as much. Yeah, and you got the dry brushes, and you got the synthetic and the sable hair set like brushes all like together, and it was half as much as the artist opus set, which was like 5 brushes.
Yeah, they're expensive.
They're real expensive.
I have a set of the artist opus ones.
Do you like them?
I do. I don't use them that much because
is it because they're too nice?
No.
Okay.
It's because I
do that shit all the time.
I think they're too nice for the level of quality that I'm painting.
Okay, that's different. That's like I'm picking the right tool for the job.
Yeah. Like I'm I guess the orc I'm painting with the Squidmar paints brushes, because one, I'm trying them out.
Yep.
And I think that's pretty much it. I'm just trying them out.
I was about to ask you, so you just got the new Squidmars.
Yeah.
You were saying earlier that when we were talking before we started rolling that you're just using synthetics. You haven't gone to the sables.
I have not used the sables yet. The synthetics are working pretty great. I like how dense they are, how short the bristles are. So they hold a lot of paint. They still have a pretty fine tip on them. Yeah, they've been just working great.
So my understanding is that his synthetics were made to like very closely simulate sable hair.
I think so. Yeah, they're very soft still.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Yeah, they're working pretty good. Like, I know that they're synthetics, and I know that they're gonna get unusable faster than the sables will.
Sure.
But I haven't reached that point yet after painting almost 40 models with them. So
hey,
that's pretty good.
Volumes.
Yeah.
Do you clean your brushes regularly?
I try to.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at it.
Well, I was listening to somebody talk the other day, and they're like cleaning their brush every like 40 returns to the paint, and I'm like, so how many times in a session are you cleaning your brush? That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, I rinse it out between colors.
Sure, yeah, so do I.
And then I'm
not savage.
If I'm doing base coats or something, I rinse it out more for doing that because I'm putting a lot of paint in the brush.
Right, you want to get it dry up.
I don't want it to dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the ferrule, right? That's what it's called, the ferrule.
I don't go that far up. I try not to go that far up.
Well, I find that some brushes, like especially the broad-bodied brushes, will move the moisture up, especially if you're using like a contrast or something like that. It'll move it up high on me sometimes, and I'm like, oh nope, that's way too far up there.
Yeah, I've got brush soap. I use it basically anytime I'm done painting. I clean the brush and set the bristles back by just like taking the palm of your hand and just kind of like twisting it
to get that point back.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing too, is you can kind of tell when a brush is starting to die, because like you'll have a point, and then as soon as you put any pressure on it, the point just goes to shit.
And then you'll start getting like random stray hairs.
Then it's like, all right, maybe time to either downgrade this or destroy this model. And then my worst brushes become like terrain brushes for like a minute, and then I've gooped them up with some sort of resin or something, and then it's like they go in the trash.
I put that AK terrain stuff on with with an old sable.
Yeah.
Like
I got one over there for the snow stuff I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, it works still. It's still, we're at the funeral for the brush. And I still like rinse it out after I'm done using it. And the brushes the brush isn't all caked up.
Yeah.
Because I'm still taking care of it.
Sure.
Just it's old in the retirement home.
Yeah.
And we're waiting.
Yeah. Generally, by the time I am putting a brush into something really potent as far as terrain material is concerned, I'm usually going to use it once and toss it at that point, or maybe 2 or 3 times, because it's going to stiffen, like that mud resin effects diorama stuff from Vallejo, or Vallejo. I was told it was actually Vallejo. We'll wreck some brushes.
Yeah, we're English, or we're American.
We are American.
We fuck up words.
We do. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
That's. Do you think Canadians mess up more words than we do, or do we mess
Canadian?
up more? Yeah.
No.
It's definitely us, isn't it?
No, they have better
everything.
A lot of things.
Yeah. So that goes back to something that I did not finish earlier on, which we're gonna finish on this.
Okay.
We're done with the painting
Cloaca.
talk for now. Cloaca. You gotta snag another one. Get it in there. And if you have questions about painting, hit us up.
Yeah.
We'll happy to answer questions. And Jay will be back, of course, to talk about who knows what.
Whatever.
But also we will be doing some paint.
I'm going to do a lot
stuff.
of cloaca studying.
A lot of cloaca studies. I'm going to come back with a cloaca study.
Yeah.
All white paper on cloaca. So to put a bow on this entire conversation almost, when I went to see Arcspire, I was shocked because their singer was kind of, to me, was a little unnecessarily obnoxious. Like just overly gratuitous, about like gay jokes and other kinds of crap, right?
Okay.
And like not what I expected, right? For this guy, which I do appreciate him taking a lot of humorous attempts, at least. Like he had a whole binder that was like, had a piece of construction paper on it that was written that said best jokes in the world.
Oh.
And he would just like read a joke out of it.
Okay.
Read a joke, like deadpan delivery and stuff like that, and just put it back down and then go into the next song or whatever. But I appreciate the fact that he does kind of like laugh at the face of the death metal hardcore singer, right? Yeah. Because all the other singers are these fucking jacked dudes, right, that are up there just like, fucking yeah, you know. And he comes out there and he's got a little beer gut, you know, and he's got an unkept beard, and he's just kind of like, and he's like a button-down baseball jersey with a giant, or probably hockey jersey, honestly, with like a giant fucking gold chain on. Yeah. You know, like what kind of one of those kind of guys, right? You know? But I was surprised because I was like, they're Canadian. And I was like, you're kind of rude for a Canadian. Not to be completely stereotypical.
How long have you been in America?
Yeah, but I was like, how long have you been hanging out here? Because I think you need to go back to Canada and reorient yourself on your Canadian roots, my friend. No, it was funny. But the band was incredible to watch. Yeah. I just, you know, when he started talking, I was like, bro, just stop.
Next song, please.
Just to go on to the next song, please.
Acacia Strain is also a band of people you wouldn't think would be doing death metal.
Really?
Yeah. And then what's Protest the Hero?
Protest the Hero, yeah.
They're another bunch of nerds. Yeah. Nerdy looking guys.
Nerd rock. Did you ever listen to Horse the Band?
No.
Okay. I gotta get you to Horse the Band business. And
Horse the Band? Like
the band.
The animal?
Like the animal. And we're gonna get a live play, and I'm gonna get sued with a cease and desist by Horse the Band's. I don't even know if those guys are still making music. I thought I saw that they were doing a tour again or something like that.
Never heard this.
You never heard this? It's like 8-bit.
Is that galloping?
Yeah.
At least you're staying to the theme of the name.
That's right.
No, never heard this. Nothing.
Yeah, so they're just kind of like all over the place. It was a great band, but they're a bunch of fucking nerds, is all I'm saying. Just nerds everywhere.
Interesting.
Nerd rock. Yeah. It's like yacht rock, but better.
Oh, I don't know about that. I like me some yacht rock.
Oh, and that Jimmy Buffett. Send your parents in paradise. And to Jay.
I am but a poor. So let me enjoy the music.
Fine. Jay, thanks for coming and hanging out.
You
talking about everything, as we do.
Yeah.
You rock. Catch you on the next one.
Cloaca. Was I drooping again? Oh no, Cloaca.
This is a prime opportunity to say cloaca. So probably these microphones are heavy, right? So like
the tip is heavy.
Yeah, so like normal stands don't endure them. Which is why I have this big chunky one over here.
You get the good one.
Well, you know,
usually
it's just me.
Yeah.
Although recently I've had a lot of people in here instead of having to do remotes, which is really nice.